Hey, what's up everybody? It's Albert's One Boy here. This is episode 3 of Farming Simulator 2015 Singleplayer. Just finishing up with Field 23. It's only been, actually, probably not even 20 minutes or so since we ended the last video. A couple hours, probably an hour or two's passed in game. I don't know if you can see it, but right beside where the money is, and between the money and the time, there's a little clock, and it looks like an S, but it's a 5 underneath. So we're running the game clock, or time passes 5 times faster in game than it does in real life or real time. So about every 20 minutes of in lifetime is an hour in game. So, 40-minute video of this will elapse roughly 2 to 2.5 hours. As you can see, almost done with planting this field. Just got to get this last section planted. One nice thing about this, if y'all can see down in the corner, hopefully it's hard for me to see, but with being in window, but because they're recording an active window, hopefully y'all can see it a little bit better. Of course, you see the fuel, the speed, and then you see field level. Started off with this planter at 100%, and we just finished, and we have only used probably about 8.5, somewhere between 8.5 to 9% of the capacity to plant that field. That's the nice thing with these sowing machines. The Pronto and the Maestro, I mean, they're huge capacity. Look, 9,000 capacity. So we used, what, 691 liters, pounds, whichever they measure the capacity with. I think it's all liters. Versus the Pottinger Phytosim 302, which is what you start at, only 600 liter capacity. It takes so long to sow a field with that. I liked to use the Vaderstad Rapid A600, which is a 6-meter width, so 19 feet. And it's similar to the Pronto. You don't have to cultivate or plow the field before planting. The tempo is very similar to the Maestro. It's 19 feet working width also. That's the nice thing with the Pronto and the Maestro. You're looking 27 plus feet. One moment. I can double check that real quick. 3.3 feet per meter times 9 meters. 29.7 feet. So you're looking roughly a 30-foot pass capacity. So these are very efficient. As I said, roughly used probably about 8.5, right at 9, between 8.5 to 9%. probably plant the lower fields, 24, 29, 30, and 25. Probably will redo 29 with wheat, probably 24 with wheat, 25 might be barley, 30 and 38 probably be canola. So let's get this parked back inside the seed pallets. And we actually got stuck on them. That back wheel of the trailer stuck on it. I really need a spot that I can park these so they're not right in the yard. I know I got another building. Oh, you can't see it on the mini map right there. But I mean, I've got the building, that far building right there that I can park stuff in, which I might do. Okay, let's see. Okay, that's right, because we planted grass last. Do I have anything else growing? Because that looked like it was on barley. Nope. Nothing else growing. 41 should be getting close to, looks like it's getting close to being ready to harvest. Might be wondering, pop back into the map here. Might be wondering why stuff's spread out, which granted, stuff's not that spread out right here. I could, like I said, I could move some into the one here. I do have that one up here at, by the grain elevator. There is a shed up there I can move stuff to. Found out if you get too much stuff in your yard, it kind of lags you a little bit because you got so much stuff to render. It kind of works the same with Minecraft when you do a bunch of redstone stuff, which I'm good for doing sometimes, especially with Spawn. If even y'all ever watched any of my Minecraft stuff, especially when I'm building like a spawn or something, or building a town or something, you would see me use a bunch of redstone and inverted redstone lamps after they came out, to light up the walkways at spawn. And because you got all that on-off state switching, it causes localized lag. Well, because you got so many vehicles here, it'll do the same thing with this. Oh, this is going to be tight. probably should have sewed it instead of side to side like I am. Should have sewed it from the yard towards the hill instead of from the lighthouse, which is that yellow beam you see over there is the light beam from the lighthouse to the chicken coop. Probably should have done it from the yard to the hills and grain elevator area. Would have been a lot easier, but oh well. We know what way to do it next time, especially with this. If I had something smaller, it'd be easier, but smaller is not always better. Of course, bigger is not always better either. We can add Scraper about that on the other multiplayer world that we play on. Got one of the biggest windrowers in game. Actually, the biggest windrower. Let's pull that up. Got a Krone Swadro 2000, which is a 19-meter working width. So you're looking 60 plus feet, which is great when you got great big fields with nothing by them. But if you got trees or power poles or something at the one end, or a fence, it tends to be a pain in the butt. The Pottinger Top 1252 can be also. You're looking that's about 40 meter or 40 foot working width. So sometimes going smaller, like the Kuhn GA 8521, depending upon your field, works better. But I mean, it's some of it's personal preference, some of it you gotta look at your field size, and I look at all my field size sometimes and not the one that I'm going to be using it in the most. So I mean, if you're going to play and you're going to do like a money cheat or use the money hack, which I don't understand why you would download a mod for the money hack when it's easy to just go in and edit the money into the config. I don't know if you can open it in regular Notepad, but anybody that does any kind of games, like I used to do Minecraft a lot. That was my game of choice for the longest time. I mean, I played some Terraria, I play other games, but I played a bunch of PlayStation 3 also, or did. I haven't played much lately. But I mean, if you did anything with the Minecraft server that you ran, even if you had it through a host that gave you Multicraft or something, you still had to change your config files. You still wanted to update your config files, which unfortunately I don't think I have any of them on. But there's a program you can get called Notepad++. It's great. YAML editor, does XML editing, which is what farming simulators done in. Okay, I think I got that entire field. Oh no, we missed one little spot. was going to be wheat also. I lifted, yeah. Might as well just leave it turned on. I know some people are going to be like, well, why are you doing it that way? Or, well, some people might sit there and question, why are you using sprayers, not slurry? Well, first off, I don't have slurry. Second, it can get expensive. Yes, thank you. You're looking smallest spreader, well, 9700, but you're looking, it's not very big. I think that's a sprayer, slurry sprayer. I mean, you're looking 62,000 for that. A transport, 75,000. A field container for storage, 15. The Zune Hammer TV for the Terra, 54,000. The cultivator that goes on the back of that, 12. And the problem I found with slurry, because we have the setup for the Terra on another multiplayer world that Creeper and I play on. As long as the Zune Hammer Vibro is down, you're pumping slurry out. So if you stop, you're still pumping slurry. So it's kind of a pain. So the spraying, just my opinion, works better because with slurry you really don't have the working width either, or none of the ones we've used so far have the working width that we get with the sprayer. So point this out, as y'all can see, this one's extremely efficient also. We started somewhere around 86 or 89% capacity after planting the grass, and we're only down to 83. And that's after planting the one field and the 2 passes. So that's the nice thing about the Pronto and the Maestro. They're very efficient. And like you see, I'm overlapping some. Nice thing is it doesn't reseed where you're if you overlap. And to get back, or to just double mention that, yes, sprayer, if you overlap, you're getting more spray on the field. With the slurry, if you overlap, you're still pumping slurry into that section that you're overlapping. So it's just one of those things. And you use so much slurry to do a field. I mean, that Terra holds quite a bit, the tank on it, but to do a field this size with it, you would probably refill it at least twice after the initial fill, if not 3 times. If y'all want, I can try to get one on here, build up to it. But like I said, they're expensive because you're looking at $66,000 just for the tank and the cultivator. Then you're looking the actual Terra tractor is $249,000. So you're looking $300+ thousand to get what's needed for that. For the price of the Terra, I could buy me another JCB Fast Track, which is 310. Granted, this sucker is almost 600 horsepower, but you can't hook that much up to it. It's like the case. 692 horsepower for the Quadtrac 620. But there's not but so much you can hook to it. Same with the T565. The Smart Tracks, only so much you can hook up to it because the way their hookups are different. They have a different style hookup. Which, yes, is nice, but at the same time, it's a pain because you're trying to... Oh, that's for the HR9. Is that on the slurry? Or no? Oh yeah, that's right. Potato doesn't have the other. The HR9 is that. So there's a transport trailer for that. Okay, cool. I don't think I ever paid attention to that. Of course, you got header trailers for everything. Just about. But you just kind of got to take a look at money-wise, at what makes sense money-wise in the game. If I was going to do a series just for fun, I could. I could give myself an outrageous amount of money. And there's Creeper.
Crashing as always.
Well, I did say earlier, I think it was episode 2, that you'd probably be on sometime in the next hour, so. Just kind of doing single player episode right now, episode 3, and planting wheat right now in fields 29 and 24, so. And in between, I planted corn in field 23. But yeah, actually, I was just talking about right before I saw you join the lobby and pop down, talking about the Terra. How it's a nice tractor, and the slurry tank and all is nice to have, but at the same time, it's a little aggravating because of how it does, and the fact that you have to fill it up multiple times for a large field, and
yeah,
I was talking about that you got to make a decision money sense wise in game do you want to spend $300,000 on the Terra variant along with the slurry pieces that you need, or do you want to use that to buy something that's going to be more productive? So and it's like I was saying, I think it was episode 2. I was saying it in single player. Talking about forage wagons. Did we ever try the classic pack on the server or no?
Tried what?
The classic pack.
I think we did.
I couldn't remember if we did or not. But was talking about, of course, since I have it in single player.
But I'm actually not sure. Double check.
I spent the extra $500 to buy a small. I could have bought the Pottinger Euroboss 330T for 27 grand, or I could have gone in, which I would have had to have a tractor hooked up to it, or I could have gone in and did like I did, which was buy the Buscher TRL 2600, which has half the, little over half, or a little less than half the capacity, probably about 47% of the capacity for $500 more. But it's self-propelled because it's like a go-kart, or not go-kart, but golf cart on steroids.
It's a go-kart on steroids.
Kinda. But I was talking about that, making a reference to what I was looking at when I decided to get that and all. So alright, we got that field done. That's barley. And I actually think I might call the episode here. Probably pop onto the server and do a multiplayer episode with Reaper. So we'll get to 25, 30, and 38 hopefully next episode. Go ahead and get this started down to get part. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you like it. And have a good day.